One on Paris, one on Allen.
And I think it was that year Chris Davis hit a ball out in Texas.
Yeah, he had some strength. 1-1 in there for a strike. The second hop, the short hop, Vierling gloves it. Only 41 pitches, 30 strikes. Vierling again. 2 away.
Assist now.
He loves to throw.
Let's check that.
Back-to-back changeups to Rooker. And he got him on a fastball, so he strikes out Rooker, and that is strikeout number 1 yet. Draft into right center for a base hit. So it's the Jake Rogers. And that will get away from Langoliers. So Meadows. And Rogers on a roll. This catcher. They really like his leadership, his framing ability. There's a lot to like about.
Because I think a lot of the responsibility these days is game plan.
He is under it and makes the catch on the track. Tagging going to third base is Parker. One of those good leaders too is Matt Vierling, 1 for 2.
He's the Tigers nominee for the Heart and Hustle Award.
Here on Vierling with a runner on third, the 1-1 foul back. It's like it's just taken low.
Well, the name of the award says it all.
A 2-2 from the right-hander. That's up the middle and through for a base hit. So Meadows will come in and score. But Tree hits Whitfield line for a base hit. Vierling will go to third. They're going to hold him there. It's a door. Is Vierling going to third? Torkelson fouls one away. 0-1. Torkelson takes a strike. 0-2 line foul. Got him. So he picks up the strikeout.
That's a curveball from Medina.
Wide out, 1 for 2. The runner bluffs and the pitch misses. Two and 0.
Once you have that foot engaged in the rubber and you're essentially set.
That one lifted to left center. Aledmus Diaz and Ruiz. The shallow left going out. McKinstry coming in Badu, and it will be Badu to make the catch.
That 5th inning, just I think things started to snowball, but again, you know, it's you'd like to see that there. JP Sears over to talk to Medina. Somebody who's got a little more time, a little more experience under their belt at this level. Langoliers down on strikes. As anything, being able to talk it out, just kind of feel your way through.
Because as much as you can learn from your pitching coach and your manager, your bullpen coach, that is really good to see. Still 27 years old. One popped up, foul out of play.
Answers at times himself.
Yeah.
And he might not have the answers. And heck, he might not even be in position to.
Here's the 3-2. And on the inside corner, Mason Miller gets the call.
The future of Mason Miller, and you know, Chris Townsend and I had talked about the future. And the question is not about the stuff. The question is to remain healthy. See where this catches Miggy right off that left shin. Him as far as workload goes. Oh. Enough to handle the workload.
Lifted to right, Rooker.
So I think the thought process is get him healthy.
Average guy, right, or even a closer. I mean, with his stuff, I mean, obviously he would like to be a starter, and those. Yeah, it also it doesn't mean that has to be the end all, right?
Series. You know, I always go back to seventh inning.
That's exactly right. It completely changed everything. Remember, Miller was the first guy to coming out of the bullpen work
in the ball game. And if you've got one guy out there that could represent maybe 2 of those innings.
How nasty was he? Yes, Mason Miller. Speaking of nasty, he strikes out Badu there. And again, as Mason is something to be excited about. That fastball at 98 against Tacoma. Against Seattle, I mean. 3-1. 3-1 foul back. And he lost him, so he loses Meadows. It's 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Runner goes. The pitch a strike. The throw to second, and it's not in time. He's stolen it.
Geloff.
Oakland is challenging the safe call at second base.
9 Scooble's face the minimum through 5 thanks to those double plays. 57 pitches, 42 strikes. Just goodwill all around. 2-2.
The minute that the dust has settled.
Benevolence, fly ball to deep center field. That is going to stand.
About 1,000 feet away. Was then passed around. And then politely returned.
For that. Fly ball to deep center field. Meadows going back and still some room. There's Nick Allen. More days after this one to get one.
And counting. Aside.
The change up 2-2.
You know, he's been able to.
There's the 2-2. Fastball foul back. We have Sawyer Gibson long. As Allen swings and misses, down he goes. Parker Meadows was going out trying to steal. They overturned it. Called him safe for Rich. Esteury coming in.
I think in years past you might not have seen as much leeway.
Early 90s and mid to high 80s. I mean, you would have 500 at bats at Double A, you had 500 bats at Triple A.
You know, for so long, I think it was understood and felt that, look, high velocity, give you counteract that with horsepower. So if you're somebody who's just entering the ranks of pro ball.